Hello, my name is David Walla-Witnick, and thank you for tuning in to the BC Liquor Store YouTube channel. I am an award-winning bartender, a spirit educator, and the resident cocktail stylist of Taste Magazine. In 2021, we mark the 100th anniversary of the BC Liquor Stores, and to celebrate, each of the preceding decades will be represented by a beautiful classic cocktail. The 1970s were known for disco clubs, vodka drinks, and overly sweet cocktails. Well, instead of going that route, we've decided to represent that decade with the Manhattan. You see, there couldn't be a cocktail that has maintained a steady fan base throughout history, more so than the Manhattan. Let's get this glass into the freezer to start chilling. While that's chilling, I want to talk to you a little bit about the spirits we're using today. You see, the classic Manhattan from the 1800s always had rye as the base spirit. You see, rye was the popular whiskey in the late 1800s. Canadian whiskey generally doesn't have that much rye in it, usually between 8 to 12% rye grain. I've chosen to use the Canadian Club 100% rye grain Chairman Select. To complement that, we're going to be using the Cinzano Rosso. It's a beautiful vermouth that's rich in botanicals. Vermouth, of course, is wine-based. That wine will start to oxidize over time. So as soon as you open it, keep it in the refrigerator. It will slow down that oxidation and will maintain its freshness for longer. I'm also going to use a little bit of bitters in the cocktail. Today is Angostura. If you have a favorite, go ahead and use it. The beauty of bitters is that it will change and complement the flavor profile of your cocktail with whatever sort of botanical combination that bitters producer is using. To mix the cocktail, I'm going to use 60 mils or 2 ounces of this Chairman Select 100% rye grain Canadian Club whiskey. Also, 30 mils of the Cinzano Rosso. 30 mils is 1 fluid ounce. And for the bitters, I'm going to add 2 dashes. Now, there's a restrictor cap on bitters bottles, so don't drip it, but dash it. That's 1 dash. That's 2. And some ice. As you've heard me say before, add only enough ice so that all of the liquid is still in contact with the ice. If you add too much, that ice will just melt on the outer sides of that mixing glass and add too much water before you've properly chilled. If you don't have a fancy bar spoon like this, don't worry about it. Grab a chopstick. That chopstick does a great job as well. But because I do have a fancy bar spoon, I'm choosing to go that route. If asked, how long do you stir your Manhattan? It depends on the alcohol percentage of your base spirit. In this case, the Chairman Select is 40% alcohol by volume. So for this, I'm going to estimate somewhere between 40 and 60 seconds. If the alcohol percentage of the rye that you're using is higher, you may want to go a little bit beyond that. You could also taste it part way, just to make sure that it's reached not only the dilution you're looking for, but also the chill. Let's see how that glass is doing. As you can see, that glass has taken on a nice frosty appearance. Give this another little stir. Now let's strain that cocktail. Now the Manhattan is a spirit-forward cocktail, therefore we stir. We want to maintain that beautiful, rich, silky texture of the cocktail. If you shake it, it adds aeration and it changes the perception of flavor because of that aeration. I like to add a little bit of a flavor of orange And sometimes I'll even add a little bar spoon from the cherry. A little coin of orange. I will express the oils over the surface and on the glass. This way, as I pick up the glass, it's on my fingertips and brings me a little bit closer to that cocktail. Do yourself a favor, get some good quality cherries. None of those artificially colored ones. A nice, natural cherry. You deserve it. That could either drop right in the glass or on a pick on the side, just like this. That, my friends, is a beautiful, classic Manhattan. Pick up the magazine, check out this recipe and many more. Don't forget to hit subscribe below, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for watching.